Hello, today I'm going to show you one more spot where you can edit things for the site. This one is more of an overarching editing that you can do, and all I mean is you can set the fonts for the whole site. You can set the button styling for the whole site. So if you don't use a layout that has all the design elements edited already, so the button will look like this, the font will look like this. If you don't have that and you just create a page from scratch, you'll already have all the fonts and colors and button styling set. There's a lot of other things you can edit in there as well, so let's go and have a look. I'll share the screen. This is just a test page that I've been mucking around with on my site. So to get there, you just hover over the name of the site and then you go down to Theme Customizer. If you're in the dashboard, you can also find it by going to Appearance and going to Customize, and it will pop up so that you're looking at the site and it has this sidebar. So whichever way you get in, you'll still see the actual page and any changes that you make will be visible to you, which is really handy. So you can even change the theme from here. You can do loads of things. I, like with everything, I just go in and kind of click everything and see if I change it, what will it do. But say for inside general settings, there's the name of the site and there's the tagline. You can upload your, what I thought this was called a favicon, but they're calling this a site icon. So this is basically the little image that shows up here at the top. I just make those in Canva and they're really helpful to have because otherwise it's probably blank, or just like this, you see like a little document, which is not really all that appealing. And so each of these should be, like when you're setting up a site, you should really go in and customize all of these. And if you choose to leave them as they are, that's fine, but you can also change them, which can be really fun and give a really different look to the site. The theme accent color, like this was all different before. I've adjusted loads of them. Typography, like I said, you can go in and choose the fonts that you're going to use for the site. So anytime I start a blank page, it's already got all those things set. You can change the body text. I think the default on WordPress is 14, which I personally think is a little bit small. Your default header text. All of these things can always be changed while you're building a page. But if you wanted to have it set up so that it automatically went to those, and then background, you might choose a color or you might choose an image. You can do all kinds of fun stuff in there. And so as you can see, there's loads of them. Header and navigation is where you would change the way that this lays out. So you can have it so that the logo's over the side, or you can have it so it slides in. This one's pretty cool, where you click this and then it slides in. Or, I mean, just go in and click all the buttons. This is a full width one, so that when you click the menu, it shows up right over the top of everything. I'm a big fan of the centered inline. But, you know, it will depend on the brand that you're working on and what it needs to look like for them. The primary menu bar, that's where you change what's showing up here, and I can make it bigger. And then one other weird trick that it does is it kind of sometimes looks a bit different here, and then when we click publish and we close this bar, it can look a little bit different. So sometimes there is a bit of tweak and fix and tweak and fix. And there's also the thing to remember that it will look different on a different browser. So like I've said before, mine's a 15-inch, which is kind of a bigger laptop. A 13-inch laptop would actually look like this, and then an iPad will look smaller again. So there's, you know, it's going to look different on every different size screen. And what it's good to do is go into the customizer and just make it look beautiful on a sort of standard size screen. If you were a full-scale web developer, you'd have a laptop sitting there, you'd have a huge desktop, you'd have all the devices so you can view it native on those different devices. This is where you can go in and you can set a button style so that, you know, any button that gets created is always going to look like the one that you style up here, the hover style. You can change what the home page is, because the default in WordPress would be your latest posts. So often people want to create a home page, and you can make the page and then choose that. You can choose which is the posts page, so where the blogs will be. There's so many things you can change in here. You can change the footer, and I recommend changing the bottom bar, because you can go in here and you can edit it. And it's good to have, look, we should update it to 2019. It's good to have it just saying that it's copyright your name, and if someone else developed your site, and they might want to put their website credits here. So you can edit that. Honestly, there's just loads of other stuff you can edit in there. And if you're having trouble with something, you might choose to come in here and have a look and see if you can find a solution for it here. You can fix up your menus here. You can do all kinds of stuff. So really, I just wanted to show you that so that you know that there's a different place where you can make other changes. And if you've tried editing something through the Visual Builder and you've tried through the other sort of back-end edit button, that maybe you need to check out what's going on in the customizer and see if you need to make some changes there that will affect the way the whole site is looking. Hope that was helpful, and I'll see you really soon.